Good morning, guys. Today it is 25th of February.
Yes, it's
Yes.
25th. It's very. Oh, wait.
So originally this was going to be a very different video. We wake up yesterday in the hotel, getting some great news, guys. Electricity is back, huh?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and the fridge is working. They haven't tested the TV yet because Rat's been enjoying the wire, right? So we had to put on a new wire first.
We're gonna show you in the mountain what's things that
Yeah.
working.
And how the new design works.
Yes.
And yeah, we take that when we come home. We talk about that. I'm making a video about that next. Something happened yesterday that we kind of need to address. So
This is only our opinions, guys, huh? So
yeah, this is our opinions. What I'm gonna talk about what happened, and then I'm gonna talk about my opinion, Jessa's opinion on what is happening here. It is sad. We woke up getting the great news, and then around 10:30 yesterday, I go on to the Norwegian newspaper, and the headlines boom. Russia expected to attack Ukraine within the night. That would, of course, in Europe still be in the middle of the night, right? So, because we're 6 or 7 hours ahead of Europe time here, guys. So, I was dumbfounded, you know. I following this conflict for a long time, and I really didn't think Vladimir Putin, that's the president of Russia, I really didn't think he would actually go to war. It's I can't really get my mind through it that this actually is happening now. So that was the morning hours. It was the world leaders that was anticipating this attack. United States, probably they had some good intel what's going on, right? And then about, what can it have been, like 12:30 or 1 o'clock, something around there, I checked the news again, guys, and it wasn't only a small attack, it was a full-blown war. They gone in, as I understand, 5 places into Ukraine.
yeah.
Taking different flanks, and my God, I really didn't think, you know, my mind was blown. It's like, you know, when you have a businessman, not mentioning any names, running for presidency, not mentioning any country, and you're thinking, it's just a slap in the face of the original politicians that they need to get their act together. Of course, it's never gonna win. And then he wins the whole thing. It's just like that. You just wake up one day and you can't believe that actually happened. Again, not mentioning any countries. So, yeah. It's just mixed emotions about it. You know, you get worried, you get sad for the Ukrainian people. You know, it's actually Russia going into European territory, and Europe's supposed to stand together, right?
Yeah.
At least in my mind, we should. So Russia has gone to European territory. Ukraine is in Europe, and they're taking the whole country. Oh God. So Ukraine, they've been trying to get into NATO.
NATO.
Yeah.
NATO?
NATO.
Yes,
NATO.
NATO.
Yeah.
Do you want to, you know?
Want to be a part of NATO.
Want to be part.
And NATO, for those who don't know that here in Philippines, NATO is a lot of countries. I think it's around 30 countries gone together, and it basically says attack one of us and you attack all of us. We all come back at you, and it includes United States. It includes most of European countries that I can mention. It's such a big. I don't know which country in here in Asia, but as I understand, I have one Asian country in there too. So it's a big thing, guys. But Ukraine wanted to join that, and I've been doing that since late 90s. In 2008, it was 28% of the population who wanted to join. And in 2017, the whole 69% voted for membership. So 69% of the population wanted membership in 2017, which is, this boost is probably made because Russia, they annexed Crimea. I don't know, Crimea. I don't really know the pronunciation, guys, but you know what I mean. That happened in 2014, and that was owned by Ukraine. So they already been messing with that country in 2014, and the world did sanctionize some things, gave them like financial sanctions.
Yeah.
That's about it. This is so sad, guys. So Ukraine, they wanted to move away from Russia and into Europe, become European and into NATO. And what has happened is that when Russia attacking full scale now, Russia attacking, as I understand it, I don't know all of these things, guys. I'm just a regular everyday Joe here, but as I understand it, Russia just don't want Ukraine to be part of NATO. So the whole reason they're being attacked is because Ukraine wants to be a European country, be part of NATO. They're already in Europe. It's not that, it's just that they want to be a part of NATO. So obviously financial sanctions don't really work against this guy. And also, guys, Russia is very good friends with China. So if they can't have European or American technology, if they can't sell their gas to Europe, I don't think he would have gone into Ukraine without having some kind of backup. So maybe he can sell his gas to China. Maybe China will supply him with the technology that he needs. I don't think he would do it without a big best friend, you know. And we all know how China and US is not best of friends. So maybe those two getting very close. Once again, my opinion, my thoughts might be totally off base here, but this is how I see it. And if financial sanctions didn't really work last time, why do anyone think it will work now? Obviously, the rich people already have a lot of their fortune out of country, right?
Yeah.
Not, of course, they're being affected, but if you have $500 million or if you have $100 million, basically still have a whole bunch of money to play with. So still have money, guys. The people who actually get affected will be the normal population.
Yeah, that does.
Because if you're if you're stopping importing everyday things, like, I don't know, Russia is a cold country. I don't know if they can supply enough like, just say vegetables, right? If they really need vegetables to be imported to supply the whole population. So the population, the poor ones, the ones who don't really have enough money, middle class and down, they're the ones getting affected by this. The rich one, the rich are rich, they can manage.
They can manage.
Yeah. So Russia is an old school country with an old school president. I think it's president in that country. I think it's a president. And if you're a man like that, you don't understand slap in the face or financial restrictions. You understand rough action. So the only way to get him to stop would probably be to declare war against him, I guess. And Ukraine, they can never beat the Russian army alone. That's impossible. As a matter of fact, I think they're already on their way to, I do not remember the name of the capital, but I think the Russians are heading there already now.
Donetsk?
No. That's one of the places they come in, I think. Donetsk, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's they're probably there to take the capital, dismiss the government, put in a new government that is Russia friendly, and go out again, and then everything is good. That's what I think is gonna happen here. But what should happen is this attack happened because they want to be a part of NATO. So in my mind, NATO should just go out right now and say, you know what? This happens only because they want to be part of us, so we now recognize them as one of us. You attack them, that means you attacked all of us. So right now, there's a no-fly zone over all of Ukraine. Come any planes in there, we will shoot it down. And you get 48 hours, 72 hours, something like that. Put down the weapons, get out of there, everything's good. If not comply, we do countermeasures. That's what should have been put hard to hard, and hopefully he would withdraw. Because you don't know if he gets to do this now. He already did Crimea, and now he takes all of Ukraine. And then what's up next? If nobody stops him, what's up next? Maybe even worse, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. What do you think, Jessa? You think you should just keep going?
No. Every country has their own leader, so Ukraine have their own leader to decide which one they want to part with.
Yeah.
So because Russia have their own, so if Ukraine wants to part of what is that, NATO?
Yeah.
So just let them be part, because that's what they want.
They don't want to cooperate with the Russian side anymore. They want to move towards the European side of living, and that should be their choice. That should not be President Putin's choice.
And also, I know people says that Ukraine should be part of Russia because that's what they have been before, that they have the same, same language?
Yeah. They've been part of...
they have like just neighbor, same something.
But they're not anymore, are they?
But if you can't, if the president don't want to, just give him the freedom, which...
Yeah.
What they want.
I can give some information about that actually. So back in Soviet times, Soviet Union, that was a communist country, and they got liberated and become Russia. So at that time, Ukraine got freed from Soviet and become their own country. But before that, before they were under Soviet, they were independent for a few years, and before that again, they were actually under the rule from Poland, Romania, I wanna say, and Czechoslovakia. It was 3 countries. I think that's the 3 countries. I know for a fact it was Poland. The 2 others, check it up, don't take my word for it, but it's something like that. So they really fought for their freedom before, and we're in 2022 now, guys. We're living in a modern world. We know better than this. If they want their independence, shouldn't we give them? Isn't that what NATO and EU and the free world of United States is all about?
Yeah.
Shouldn't we liberate them from Russia if they don't want to be part of it? Especially when the whole reasoning for President Putin to go in there is that he don't want them to be part of NATO. So NATO should really step up here, in my opinion. I am not saying that I know better than world leaders by any means. It's just where I'm coming from, where I'm sitting, it looks bad.
In my opinion, NATO should just help from Ukraine, because the reason why they become the war, because they want to be part of NATO. So it should be helped. But the scary part also, if NATO will step with Ukraine, maybe Russia got help from China also.
Yeah.
And you know China is huge and big, and Russia also is a big. No matter, I don't know with the China who is the part with
Yeah, China and Russia is good friends.
Yeah.
And China and United States are not good friends. And United States is part of NATO, so it's kind of, if that happens, we're kind of building up slowly to a world war here.
Also, I don't know, China has close friends, another country too, that they choose to defend Russia, so it's a scary way.
It could go really, really bad.
It's like 50-50.
Yeah.
And
but should we still, even if that is an option that could happen, should we still let a free country become enslaved to a country that they want to be part of? I don't think so. Not when
Yeah.
NATO is the reason that they're being attacked. So NATO should be feeling responsible here for freedom from what is happening here. This is horrible, guys. I'm so sad for the Ukrainian people.
Yeah.
They fought so hard for their freedom. I mean, so hard.
This-
And here they come and getting owned again.
It's the sad part is you will not get painful, but the people is in a lower, especially the kids having this trauma because of this war.
Definitely.
Is a sad thing.
So what I think though is if NATO would have gone in and stopped this, put up a no-fly zone, get them some time to put on the weapons, get out of there, I do not think China would side with Russia and they would end up in a huge world war. It would be worst case scenario, and I wouldn't hold Russia from it, but China is, if anything else, China, they're an industrious country. I don't think they want to risk it all just for a reason like that. Yeah, and yes, China has the same things here in Asia. They want to annex some islands from Philippines, right?
Yeah.
And also they want something from Japan, I think.
They want the Philippine Sea. They're still fighting for that.
Yeah.
And I hear the news that China said if we will not give the Philippine Sea, they want war.
Yeah. So this is another thing that's a little bit online here, guys. So if China can see that Russia gets to do this and all they get some financial slaps on the wrist, that's not really working if China and
Philippines.
China and Russia are working together. So that they can help each other through this, right? So, I mean, yes, they lose a ton of money, but they still manage because they have each other. So, what will China do if they see that the world not really reacting? Will China then go in a couple of years and start taking these islands from Philippines, taking these islands from Japan? It could be at some point we have to stop it. And I think now is the time to say that, hey, we don't accept this kind of behavior. Bullying, we don't do it in schools anymore, at least we shouldn't, we know better now. We stop this thing now. We don't do it as a president, and we definitely don't do it as a whole country. Let's stop this together, guys. We can't let this happen anymore. And that is, in my opinion, Jessa said her opinion. Of course, we're just two very small vloggers from Norway and Philippines. We have not all the information that the world leaders have. We have to put our trust in the world leaders doing the right thing. But for me, it seems like some more action should have been taken. And for me and Jessa, we support Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
At least I support Ukraine.
I support Ukraine because, of course, they want their democracy.
Yeah, they have the right to their freedom.
Every country has their own leader, so you can't be like saying no this because they want that. So just let them choose what they want.
Yeah.
I stand for Ukraine.
I stand for Ukraine. So I guess that's all we had today.
I guess the fuel will be expensive soon.
Yeah, guys, here in Philippines we are gonna, no matter what happens, the financial sanctions definitely already happening. Fuel, guys, I'm sorry, but so much of it comes from Russia. Fuel is gonna be expensive. We're gonna see high gasoline prices, high diesel prices. So keep that in mind with your finances for the future. This is gonna be a little bit more expensive, not even a little bit. I'm thinking 30 to 40% increase if we're unlucky. Maybe even worse, I don't know. I don't know if how bad this is gonna be. I'm guessing Norway and other countries that produce oil and stuff like that will amp up their production, but there's only so much you can do, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Always watch news.
Follow the situation, guys. As me and Jessa say, It's probably not even gonna be NATO intervening here other than sanctions. But if they intervene, just follow so you know the whole world picture in this situation.
Also,
I'm pretty sure local Philippine news will keep you updated about this, like Philstar.
Also, so we can prepare buying stuff.
Yeah, if need be, you know, if it gets to one of the worst case scenarios, and it already is now, you kind of need to stock up on especially some imported stuff, right? Could be problematic to import and maybe expensive too. So with higher fuel prices comes higher shelf prices for food and stuff like that too. Keep that in mind. Yeah, just heads up. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive to live, so be extra careful with the money you have. Me and Jess are definitely gonna tone down our expenses a little more bit. We're already living cheap because paying back debt to my mom and back in Norway. But we're gonna live even a little bit more cheaper now.
Dried fish.
Yeah, the problem with dried fish is everybody says stop eating that, don't feed Aksel dried fish, but Aksel likes his dried fish. It's one of my favorite meals here, and it's so good. And
especially with tomato.
Yeah, and you don't really get tired of it, right? It's not one of those foods that you have it for a week and then you're tired. You can't just keep eating it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save up some money and just have some backup. Don't have everything in the banks and everything like that. It's probably not gonna be much affected, but financially it's gonna be a little bit rougher, I think. So on that note, we support Ukraine. Everybody support Ukraine in these days. Show your support on Facebook, guys. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, see you.